career, according to Next Gen, the craft beer guys. I think he can throw it farther than that anyway. Chiefs lead it 10-0. Still in the first. Same score. Mahomes, Hill, same deal. The corner route. Beats his man there. Beats the guy coming over. And then does that. Another look. Bucs just no answer for Hill. Beats him on the corner and then gets in. 203 receiving yards. 2 touchdowns in the first quarter. And that flip. It's 17-0. All right, Bucs trying to answer. Brady, whose old pal Rob Gronkowski, just a big block of a man right up the seam. Gronkowski with 106 receiving yards in this one. Brady to Ronald Jones. Makes the catch, turns the corner, little hurdle, and gets on in. Jones making the play. He had 103 total receiving yards as well. The Bucs still trail, though, by a count of 17-7. Chiefs with a bunch of weapons. This time it's Travis Kelce, the tight end. First down. Mahomes had 359 pass yards in the first half, the most in any first half in the last 40 seasons, according to Elias. The Chiefs kick a field goal. It's 20-7 at the break. Let's get Hill back involved. Third quarter. Chiefs up by 10. Still a close game. Good ball. His third touchdown of the day. Hill gets to the phone. What's going on here? Chiefs up 27-20. Some help on the way for the Bucs, though, facing a 3rd and 15. Brady trying to get him back in it. Chris Godwin, 44-yard play. Reaching out for that. Bucs driving. But the next play, not as good for Tom. Shot Breeland in front of it. Big play for the Chiefs. Stopping the Bucs there. Now the Bucs go for it. 4th and 3 in the fourth quarter. Brady from the shotgun. Had time to find Mike Evans. Perfect pitch. 27-17. Here come the Chiefs on a 3rd and 17. Mahomes had a great game except for this one. It's picked. Sean Murphy bunting. Wait, a flag on the play. Jason Pierre-Paul got into the passer. Didn't like the call. Bruce Arians not thinking much of it either. Chiefs eventually punt, but they run a bunch of time off the clock. Here come the Bucs. Brady. Perfect ball to Evans. His second TD of the game. And it's 27-24. Chiefs trying to run it out. 3rd and 7. Minute 15 to go. Mahomes rolling left. Lobs it for Hill. And Brady won't have a chance to get back in and win this thing. The Chiefs, 27-24. Hill with 13 receptions, 3 touchdowns. Mahomes, 37 of 49. These two ridiculous together on Sunday. Mahomes had his 5th career 400-yard game, continuing his stretch over his last 4 games being very hot. As for Hill, he set career best in receptions, yards, and scores on Sunday, becoming the 5th player in NFL history to have 260-plus yards and 3 scores in a game. Jeff Darlington covered this thing for us.
Yes, the Chiefs only won Sunday's game by 3 points, but there was something about this performance that felt like Kansas City is revving it up for another postseason run just at the right time. And much of that, no doubt, had to do with the first quarter, in which Tyreek Hill scored 2 touchdowns and had 203 receiving yards.
He just looked like he's a pretty good matchup anywhere, with anybody. So he's strong and quick and fast, and he can catch. So the quarterback trusts him.
That's just the problem that defenses have when they go against us. We have so many good weapons. It's hard to try to take away one guy when we can go to the other guys. And so this week it was Tyreek's week, but I'm sure other guys will make big plays the rest of the season. We played well enough to win. I still think there was times offensively we could have been better in the second half in the red zone we talked about. And then that's the great thing about football and the NFL is you build and try to execute and be the best at the end of the season.
It's very frustrating because very, very few guys I've ever seen in this league or any league that can backpedal 8 to 9, 10, 11 yards in the pocket and throw a dime 25 yards down the field. He has an unbelievable skill set.
The Chiefs look like a team ready for the postseason, while the Bucs look like a team still trying to find their way in. But with the bye upcoming and 4 manageable games revving it up, but they need to find their identity, and they need to do it soon. In Tampa, Jeff Darlington, ESPN.
All right, back with Tim now. And, I mean, let's be fair here. There have been consistency issues, continuity issues at time with this Bucs offense and Tom Brady in his first year, Tim. What did you see, though, from the Bucs on Sunday?
Well, there was some good to take from their performance, but when you play, the best of the best in the NFL, there's a small margin for error. So little mistakes, end up being the difference in the football game. And when you talk about the passing game, it always starts with the pass protection and understanding the issues you have in pass protection. You have 5 offensive linemen to block the 4 down and the Mike linebacker, which means that linebacker right there, if he blitzes over Mike Evans' head, Tom Brady has to see it and throw hot to Mike Evans. Well, here comes that linebacker. Brady doesn't see it, and Evans doesn't look for the football. Brady instead, throws the ball quickly. It's incomplete. Then you have this situation. Left guard and left tackle can block 2 of the 3. Well, Sorensen blitzes. Tackle squeezes down, which means Clark is wide open at Brady. He's got to throw hot there. They're not on the same page. Ball's tipped, intercepted to Tyrann Mathieu. So when you just look at those little things that, it's maybe 2 plays in a game where Tom Brady still throws for over 300 yards, but it's the difference in a football game when you're playing a team that isn't making those mistakes on offense. So, look, they weren't out of sync the entire game, but there were parts of it where they were, and that's really ultimately the difference between the 2 teams on the field on Sunday.
All right, well, let's go to the Chiefs. After the game, Tyreek Hill said that they've got the best head coach, the best offensive coordinator, the best quarterback, the best tight end, and really, really good receivers, including him. Besides everything, what's working with this offense right now?
Yeah. Well, I don't think I would disagree with Tyreek Hill's assessment. Look, we've seen the big plays down the field. They have so much speed on offense. But it's some of the other stuff they're doing offensively that makes them a nightmare to defend. They're great in the RPO game. They're super creative in short yardage and goal line situations. This is what I mean. First play of the game, it's an RPO. This is a called run to the right. But because of the reaction from the defense, Patrick Mahomes is just going to pull this football, throw it to Tyreek Hill, and now you have like a 30-yard gain to start the football game on a called run play. Similar situation here. You have a called run to the right. The corner's going to blitz. It's going to take Mahomes off of the handing the football off. He throws it to Tyreek Hill on an RPO, and it's about a 25-yard gain. Then you get to 3rd and 1. You think, finally, we got him to 3rd down. Well, they run the speed option. And, for a defense to be prepared for the option, you got 2 guys running to the pitch man, and there goes Patrick Mahomes. Listen, you think you're defending the option when you play the Ravens, not when you play the Kansas City Chiefs. And so I just think there's so much that they do well. And then you combine that with, the talent that they have at the quarterback and other positions, and they're just so hard to stop. And so I think Tyreek Hill's assessment of who they are offensively is pretty accurate.
Yeah, they got pretty good schemes and really good talent executing those plays, so that's why they are so hard to beat. Let's take a look at the AFC South for a minute, Tim, because you had a meeting between the Titans and the Colts that will determine the leader of that division going into the next week. Ryan Tannehill, Phillip Rivers, quarterback matchup. How about this one? To A.J. Brown over the middle, and then he seemed to be surrounded by Colts defenders, but his speed didn't care. 69 yards for the touchdown, and I mentioned his speed. He would travel the entire field going 100.8 total yards on the play. To go that far and not get caught, you got to be running pretty fast. I don't need NFL Next Gen stats to tell me that. Titans take a 14